So before the video starts, I have a really quick announcement. I finally created a Patreon. So if you want to know the details, head on over to my Patreon. If you can't do that, you could support me in other ways, of course. I have a PayPal. If you subscribe and turn on the bell for the notifications and like the video, that all helps. So yeah, thank you so much for listening. Now let's get on to the video.
What's up, guys? I wasn't even sure about making this video. I was like, you know what, I probably shouldn't. I probably should just not say anything, because I like to have my videos be a bit more positive than negative. Basically what I'm talking about is Telltale. I'm sure a lot of you already know what happened, and it was a complete shock to me. But the reason why I just feel like I have to talk about it, I have to say something, is because basically almost every Let's Play that I've done has been Telltale. And you guys know how much I adore Telltale. I've been playing Telltale games since their Sam & Max years. This was like way before their series kicked in, like even before the Jurassic Park game, before Back to the Future. This was way before even Telltale was a huge, as big as it is now. To see what happened, that it not just closed, because some people are like, oh, but there's still a skeleton crew, it's not completely closed, but eventually it's going to close. Right now the skeleton crew is just going to be working on the Minecraft game just a little bit, I think, while they wind down, but eventually it's just going to close, because even the CEO calls it a closure. But I think what shocked me the most, not so much the closure of it, because this happens a lot in the industry, but how they are treating their employees. What I've read, it seems like it's a monetary thing. It seems like they closed because they weren't making as much money as they hoped to be making. It just wasn't lucrative, which really, it doesn't surprise me, but it does at the same time, because I know how great their stuff is. But I know that what they do is a very, it's aimed to a specific type of audience. Not everybody enjoys that type of game. Some of the most emotional moments that I've had in games, where I was just crying, and they're on camera, they're on my Let's Plays, were in Telltale Games. And I hadn't even started playing the new season of The Walking Dead. So I'm really, really sad that they're not even going to finish it. They're going to release episode 2, and then that's it. This isn't an information video. It's very much just trying to get some of these thoughts out of my head. If you want to know the facts, more information, I'll have some links in the description of what I've read. The saddest thing is that they're not getting any kind of severance, which means like a compensation, like money to put them through, because they are basically saying you have no job. So usually companies, when this happens, they will give them either, I don't know, sometimes it will be 2 paychecks in advance or something, that kind of thing, or some money, so that they could basically live until they get something. Sometimes they will go through unemployment, but apparently only a few of them are even available to get unemployment. They live in the Bay Area, which is in San Francisco, which is extremely expensive, like really, really expensive. So for some of them to not have unemployment, to not have severance, it's like, what are they going to do? How could they not have just given them at least a paycheck in advance? Like, what happened? Was Telltale that broke? I feel like I can't believe that. I can't believe that Telltale was that broke that they had to shut down the studio, not finish The Walking Dead, and basically just tell everybody bye. I think what's going on is they're closing down the studio and they want to hold on to whatever money they have, because maybe it isn't a lot. Maybe it's enough to pay out their employees some severance, but then maybe they wouldn't, the company, the CEO, whatever Telltale is, they would have nothing. Maybe they have plans for something else and they need the money. I just don't know, but it seems so messed up. You know, you see these tweets of these employees and they're just like, you know, don't fall in love with the companies that you work for because they don't care about you. And they're like saying all that hard work that we put in, the extra hours, the stress. That's what one of them was saying, was that they tried, like they knew that that it wasn't going well. Some of them say that nothing changed, that no matter how much they tried, it all comes down to the company. It all comes down to the people, the leads, the people that are leading it. This isn't the first time I hear about this type of thing, and it's just so disappointing. But there are very few gamers, I think, that don't love companies as well. Like, it's not just about a game. Usually with games, it's kind of like with movies, you know, with directors. You hear a name and you kind of know what to expect, and you're like, oh, I know that they produce good stuff, so I'm gonna tune in or whatever. For me, Telltale was one of those. Not long ago, I even looked into the positions that they had open, because I was like, man, if I could write remotely for Telltale, like, that would be amazing. And to know this now, it's just really, really shocking and disappointing. A company that you looked up to, a company that you love, that you trusted, does this to the people that actually produce the stuff that you love, the stuff that made you care about that company. And in these cases, that's where you find out that they're not the same thing, the company and the people. The people that did that were the people that are now being just shut out. The logo didn't make the names. The company, usually the high-ups, aren't the ones that make the game. It's the people that are being laid off now with nothing. They basically need to get a job now, like yesterday. Some of these people have families, and if they're just focused on their job, I'm sure they have stresses at home as well. And then it's like, was it all worth it? My deepest condolences to the people that got laid off from Telltale with no severance. I really, really hope for the best for them. I'm going to retweet a lot of their tweets that I've seen, you know, of them looking for jobs. I know there's a lot of developers that are hiring. So hopefully they'll pick them up as soon as possible. I'm sad that we won't be seeing any more games from Telltale, because apparently they had a Stranger Things game planned, which is really, really upsetting to me as well, because I love Stranger Things. The Walking Dead is we won't get an ending. The Wolf Among Us season 2, I was really excited about that. I was always really I just always was tuned in to know what was coming next. I'm not sure if I should even start the last season of The Walking Dead, if it's just going to be 2 episodes. And then Batman. Some of you might be like, oh, she's talking, you know, she's saying this and that about Telltale, yet she's still buying the games from them. I already have the games. I bought them a long time ago, and I just was always saving them for a Let's Play. But I think now I'm just going to play the games and then just do a review. Because Let's Plays take long for me to do, especially now. So I think I'm just going to play the games on my own time, try to finish them as fast as I can, and then do reviews. Let me know in the comments down below, what was your favorite Telltale game? If you played any of them, let me know in the comments down below what was your favorite. Mine was definitely The Walking Dead. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.